the origin of African or Black people. Hello everyone, and welcome in today's session, Bible and Facts. This is DONNE Media TV, and my name is Sasa DONNE. Today, we will explore much about the origin of the African people according to the Bible and its facts. Few people know that the Bible contains crucial information about the origin of the African people. But today, let's reveal the unknown secret about the biblical ancestors of Black people or African peoples. The Black people, one of the largest ethnic groups in the world, have a rich history documented even in the scriptures. Interestingly, the Bible itself talks about the origins of the African people. Now, according to the Holy Scriptures, all current people are the descendants of Noah's three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These facts apply to the blacks and other dark-skinned ethnic groups, whose Hamitic lineage is originated from Ham, one of the Noah's sons. This son of Noah, Ham, is the brother of Shem and Japheth, who vividly represent the Semitic peoples including Arabs, Jews, Syrians, European, and Asian people. Now lend me ears and listen to this. The term Hamites originally refers to the people descended from Ham. Do you remember Ham, one of Noah's sons according to the Bible? After the flood, Noah and his three sons were tasked to continuing Adam's lineage and their father's descendants, with only 8 peoples, who are Noah and his wife, his 3 sons and 3 daughters-in-law. By this time, humankind needed to restart newly. Then Ham, Noah's son, is recognized as the ancestor of Africa and Black peoples, because his name Ham is associated to Africa. Would you like to ask me how? But allow me to take you back in the Bible, the book of Psalms. This book depicts him as the ancestor of ancient Egyptian peoples. Surprisingly, in ancient times, ancient tales of the Jewish people and other ancient traditions always identified him as the ancestor of African and Black people. Furthermore, all interpretations of Ham's children points to Africa, countries, and their peoples. Interestingly, Ham's name in Hebrew, Aramaic, and other ancient languages means burnt or black, by referring to the skin tone of his descendants in Genesis chapter 10 verses 6 to 14. More information about Ham's lineage, also known as the Hamitic peoples, that can be obtained. From this passage, we know the descendants of Ham, who are Kush, the father of various African nations, and Mizraim, the father of ancient Egyptians. Now, it is very important to mention that Arabs, Jews, Syrians, and other peoples refers to Egypt as Mizraim in reference to its originator. Other sons of Ham includes Puti, also known as Puti, and Canaan, who is the father of the Canaanites, not the Africans. It is most relevant to understand that Canaan represents a distinct region and people. Now, the sons of Kush are Havila, Sabita Sabteker, Lama Sabteker, and Nimrod. Mizraim, the firstborn son of Ham, gave rise to many nations and peoples including the Ethiopian people. It means that all Ethiopians descended from Kush, as well as the inhabitant of Nubia, which was known in ancient times as the Kingdom of Kush. The following are many nations and peoples generated by Kush, the first son of Ham, including the Kingdom of Kush, the Kingdom of Nubia, and the ancient Sumerians. Nimrod, the rebellious son of Kush, is considered the progenitor of Samaritan people. Furthermore, it is believed that the peoples of southern India are the descendants of Kush, as well as many other Africans such as Malians, Eritreans, Kenyans, Congolese, and Bantus from Gabon, Ethiopians, Sudanese, and Africa generally. The term Kush is often associated with Ethiopia in the Bible because of its literal meaning is Ethiopia or black. Kush was also the father Canaan and Mizraim, whereby Mizraim is considered the ancestor of ancient Egyptians and many peoples of North Africa, including the Berbers and the dark-skinned Tuaregs. It is vital to note that all Semitic peoples like Arameans, Arabs, and even Israelites refers to Egypt as Mizraim. This designation is used in various ancient languages like Aramaic, Arabic, and Hebrew. Now, we know that Ham is the ancestor of all African or black and South Indian peoples, who are also known as the Dravidian people. He lived a very long life because he was born before the flood. He has been able to witness up to 5th and 6th generations of his family and ancestry. Interestingly, just like Shem, he lived about 600 years, although there is no precise confirmation of the number of years he lived because even the biblical scriptures does not mention it. It is also not known for a certain place where Ham's tomb is located, but according to some theories and researches, it may be in Ethiopia or even in Nubia. Other theories claim that Ham is buried in Mesopotamia, in the land of Sumerians. However, many agree that Ham's tomb is in Africa, specifically in Sudan or Ethiopia. Some even suggest that he could be buried in Egypt, which is quite interesting since Egypt is a country full of mysteries, and people buried about 300 or 400 years ago are now being discovered. There is more information about Ham's old age and Noah's family, and even 3 lineages that are Ham's lineage, Shem's lineage, and Japheth's lineage. The ancient Jewish believed it to be true in the time of Christ, and even before, confirms that Ham completely disapproved of his youngest son Canaan's decision to dwell in the land of Shem, which is now known as Israel. But Canaan did not agree with this. Canaan's attitude of taking those lands for himself, because Kush and Mizraim, Canaan's brothers, along with their father Ham, disapproved of Canaan's decision to dwell in the land of Shem, which is the region that corresponds to Israel today. Like their father Ham, they also shown disapproval for Canaan's attitude. They went to Canaan in order him to leave that land because they believed that Africa's land is reserved for the descendants of Ham. But Canaan disobeyed and continued to dwell in that land completely by ignoring the will of his father and his very own brothers Mizraim and Kush. By this reason, the Canaanites became major rivals and enemies of ancient Israelites, and Canaan himself was cursed by Noah due to an incident in which Ham mocked his father naked. As a consequence of this curse, the descendants of Canaan were defeated by Israelites, the sons of Ham, namely Kush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan, populated in African Covenant after the flood, and also migrated to Asia and even Australia, where they intermingled with the descendants of Japheth. This union gave rise to indigenous peoples with mixed African and Caucasian ancestry from Japheth's lineage, and it is also contributed to the emergence of certain Asian group. Ham was the founder of first cities and provinces. After the flood, he named some city after his beloved wife, Mactus. Allow me to conclude the story of Ham, who is considered the father and even the ancestor of African and all black people. Stay tuned on DONNE Media TV. This session is called Bible and Facts.